Hey y'all, how you doing? My name is Shawn Powell, and I'm going to talk about facts real quick for a minute. There's a business I do. I'll mention it in just a second, but a little bit of information. Going by facts, number one, according to YouTube, if I don't get your attention within a minute to 2 minutes and grab your attention, I'm going to lose you, okay? I'm going to go ahead and tell you. What I'm going to tell you is going to probably take more than a minute or two. So if you're not willing to listen, go ahead and just go ahead and leave. Because what I got to tell you is important, and I hate to see that you just because they didn't grab your attention for some special hyped up beginning, that you're going to miss something that's real important to you. Okay, I'm as real as people get in online business. Point blank, I will tell you what I feel about it, how I think about it, what it means to me and my little boy. If it's something good, if it's bad, whatever it is, that's what I do. Okay, I'm very straightforward about it. I've got a bulldog attitude about something I believe in, and that's just how I am. All right, tell you a little bit about myself. I've been in restaurants for 26 years. I've got a restaurant on I-40, or it's actually a chain, and I work at a couple of different ones at the time. And after 26 years of, I feel like I'm probably middle class, not too bad. I bought my dream house. I'm 42 years old. I bought my dream house when I was 27. It's a 4,300 square foot house, old Victorian. I fixed up myself. This is actually where I'm in right now. This is just my kitchen. It's the breakfast area. Got an arcade. Got a full arcade in the house and stuff. So, to hear it, you would think I'm doing good. You know what I'm saying? It's one of the smartest investments I ever made. It was a $275 a month is how much my house payment is. I should be fine, right? Financially, monthly. Something like that, doing good, middle class with a restaurant. And a $275 house payment. Well, my little boy is 7. Last July, he got sick and was in the hospital. The last time alone was $11,000 for a 6-day visit. We've had more than that. That was just the last time with insurance. Y'all, I'm telling you, the system that we're in isn't made for us to really make it. It's made for us to get by with. And I know it more than anybody because I do a little better than most of the people I've talked to up here. Now, I'm not saying there's not people better. I'm not saying I'm better than anybody. I'm just saying I see so many people that are scrounging, that are trying to do online business. And, I hate to see, I didn't realize, honestly, how broke people were, really, until I started getting online, I believe. My $275 house payment is locked in. That has probably kept me afloat, to be honest. Hey, kitty cat. My kitty cat's in heat. I apologize. But, that's probably helped me a lot over the years to keep me afloat, to be honest. I talked to a customer the other day. I showed him a picture of my house. It's a beautiful, big blue Victorian house with all the, the fixings on it, and the porch is done. Second floor balcony, wraparound porches and stuff. And he's like, wow. And then he told me his house payment is $2,900 a month, and he's still doing work on it. Again, the system's just not made. My kitty cat's gonna knock everything over. It's just not made for middle class and lower people to make it. Y'all, you have got to find a business. If you are here and you've done a search and you've found me, you've already know that. Okay? You know the internet's huge, man. It is so unbiased. It don't care if you're black, it don't care if you're white, if you're old, if you're 18 years old, if you're 17 years old and your parents are letting you use the credit card to do your whatever it is, it doesn't matter. It's unbiased. It's one of the best things you can do. I'm telling y'all, when you find a business that you believe in, and I think God's going to point you in the right direction, you will feel like God showed you this business. I believe when it's something that you're supposed to do, so you search until you find out. When you feel like, you know what, something just feels right. You know what I'm saying? And even when you're getting in, it just feels right. That's what you need to go with. Now, educate yourself. A year, y'all, in this educating it, and learning to tweak stuff and getting good at it, seriously, will require you a little effort to learn to think right, become credible. Credibility comes from getting paid, y'all. That's what I've learned. People can tell you've been paid. That's just all I can say. When your content's out there and you believe in your business, it's going to grow, okay? Believe in what you do. If you do an online business and you're not happy where you're at in your life, make your goals. I've got my goals been up there. I've been in online business for 4.5 months. I haven't thought nothing else but this. I'm proud of what I've got. I'm proud of how much I've grown. And I'm proud of my future that I've got in front of me. After, right now, my 4th month, I make 1/4 the income in my 4th month that I do after 26 years in the restaurant business. And it's not going downhill. That's over $100 a day that I'm making right now, off of what I'm doing. Y'all, if you don't have a business that is like I'm describing, what I've got you, I'm not going to lie, it's straight up. I had a list because when I first got in, I made a list of my friends that were online, and I sent it to them. And I got a couple of them in. That's great. You make a list when you have a new online business. This is still right at ground floor level. You know what I'm saying? I'm 5th on the leaderboard right now. I know what I'm doing. I'm getting paid by this daily, and it's not hard. It really isn't. It's learning that you need to find out what niche works for you. Now, I can tell you exactly what I do if you want me to. Whether or not you do it, I don't know. I think things fit people differently. I've seen people where you say, hey, Craigslist doesn't work for me, and bam, the next person beside them is making $2,000 a month off of it, doing nothing but Craigslist. Something about that fits that person. They make it work. You need to go in there and find your niche, whatever that may be. I'll show you, they'll show you, everybody will show you. This system is so impressive, and I'm going to flat out say it right now. My cold contacts, people that I don't know, my cold leads that come in here that I have nothing done except I just sent them the link and maybe impressed them a little bit with something I got, maybe a video or something like that. Every 1 out of every 2 get in and I get paid. I'm going to say it again. 1 out of every 2. It's not even a 50% ratio. It's actually closer to 71% opt-in conversion. When you got a system like this that has got massive growth, I was in the room with these guys, and I was one of the first 20 that knew about it. We hadn't even started yet. And now I look at, we've got over 600 plus in a week off of this business. Now there was a sister business to this one that we worked. That was awesome, but it needed to be updated, and it was not getting updated. So our group, the people from within, had came and made something awesome, and it is just ridiculous. It takes you by the hand and runs. I'm going to give you a word of advice. Click the button below. When you get in, look around everything. And I want you to think to yourself, how impressive is someone who's never seen this going to be with this? Tim Tisonis is the guy who actually does almost all the narrating for the videos. And while you're doing it, he's sitting here narrating beside it. It's genius, man. It's absolutely genius. All the training and getting in is entirely free. If you want to do this, and if you got an awesome business and you want to learn how to do it, these guys are monsters on online business. Michael Koken was my sponsor in my other business, right? $2,000 in his 2nd month in the business. I made a little over $700. I wasn't that far off, but he is a monster at what he does. He was able to leave his medical field job in a 1.5 years. Y'all, I'm telling you, Tim and Michael Koken are accessible every day for one-on-ones. Every Wednesday, the webinar is built inside the system. The they pay daily is built in the system, and the residual side is incredible. 1 out of every 2, I've got 34 people in this week. 1 out of every 2 people that actually see it get in. That's just point blank fact. And hasn't been long enough for me to know in 2 weeks from now how many of those come back and get in. I'm just telling you right now what I know. He told me a 71 conversion rate. I'm actually seeing better than that. Y'all, they get in without me even being able to follow with a follow-up email. I'm not lying. I can't even get to them. I got a restaurant on I-40. I work 13-hour shifts every Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Yet my phone's dinging saying that somebody got in. From the time they got in, I've learned this. I got paid 5 times in the same day, $33 each time. The time they get in to the time that I got paid, or they signed up underneath me and it was so I can get paid, it was 34 minutes. And it was like clockwork. I said, look at this. This is ridiculous. Everybody's falling in the line doing exactly what they want to be. Y'all, this business is so fresh. It is so ingenious. The training is free. You can go there and just never spend a dime. That's fine. Yeah, so one time, whatever it costs for you to get in is up to you. It's irrelevant. Don't even worry about it, man. I got $12 total in both my online businesses. $12. I have made $12 back so many times, I'd have to take a calculator and divide it by a big number. I'm telling you, you just don't know. This business is right. It's called Automated Wealth Network. The reason it's called automated is because you don't need to hold their hands. When they go there and look, You know what they want us to do? They want you to stay focused. Move forward. This, what I'm doing now, is staying focused. Move forward. Get out to people. Get your links out there to people. When they get underneath you, they're going to fall back into place. I even so used for my last business because it was a little older. Awesome business, but just older. I loved it though. Just older. It was time to move forward. And I was so used to having to hold hands and being the glue in the middle between the lead and the system that I was wasting my time. And the other day I spent 2 hours and Tim was like, buddy, quit holding their hands. I'm like, what are you talking about? I'm used to this. And he's like, if you do, you're going to confuse your downline. They're going to think they have to do the same thing. It's called Automated Wealth Network. It's not called Hand-Holding Wealth Network. And it's the truth. And that explains why people get in without me even having to send a follow-up email or don't have time to yet. It just works. Y'all, if you look in the system, I'm not going to say it again. I will tell you this. Proof of income. Day 1, I made $99. Day 2, I made $132. Day 3, I made $99. Day 4, I made $66. I made $65 off my other business, which is almost identical to what we do here. And I'll show you that too if you like. But this was one you need to stay focused at. Point blank, period. I've even started getting residual off of it now. Because I waited a couple of days before I signed up for residual. Y'all, I'm telling you, this is what freedom's made of. This is what doubling your income is. This is what my house payment's being paid for off of this. This is my 1 week, y'all. I can't even tell you how much I'm making. And this is just the beginning. Y'all get in this, look at it, believe in me. I got over 120 YouTube videos. I'm not an idiot. I didn't have time to even do these, but I did them because, to me, my little boy is 7 years old. It's the most important thing to me. I'm not going to miss any more field trips because I'm working in a restaurant. I'm a single dad. I'm not going to do it. This is my way to freedom. If you're looking something real, this is it. Click the link below. Leave a like. Subscribe to my channel if you like. And I'd be tickled to help you out. Appreciate it.